Okay, hello everybody. Hello, and welcome. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my first of two fun gameplay streams. Today is Monday, October 14th, 2019, and I am Darkside Phil. I welcome you to the stream. Hopefully you're all doing well and you had a good weekend. And you are ready for some fun. I know I'm ready for some fun. So, here's the deal. A lot of stuff going on today, everybody. First of all, you may hear something in the background and be wondering, what the hell is that noise? Maybe you don't. But allow me to explain what it is before we even started. And basically what you're hearing is we have a crew here where I live removing trees. Because apparently back in the 1990s, when this community was created, I didn't live here then, of course, they planted a certain kind of trees that are not evergreens. They planted a certain kind of trees that, lose their leaves every year. And these trees now have been growing for about 20, 25 years for healthy trees. But apparently these kind of trees were not the ones they should have planted. From what I'm to understand, they have overgrown where they were supposed to be. They started destroying things such as the fencing as well as the sidewalk that they're right next to. So because they're all overgrown, we got a crew out today, and the crew is removing the trees, and they're supposed to be replanting those trees with the proper kind, evergreens, at a later date. I don't know if it's going to be this week or not, but they're doing that today. You could hear it in the background. They've been doing it since like 8:30 this morning, so it's been very loud. On and off, you may hear that today. And there's nothing I can do about that. That's just an atmospheric noise in the background that's going to happen. I don't think it'll be that big of a deal for our gameplay purposes. Once the music and everything of Mega Man starts playing, I don't think it's going to affect anything in a negative way. So I think we'll be all right. But just an FYI, if you can hear, I hear it right now. I hear a giant saw in the background going, row, row. If you hear it, that's what it is. Okay? So that's number one. Number two, today is almost the start of day 2 of Fortnite Black Hole Madness, or the Blackout as everyone's calling it. Now, as you guys know, being that I am a one-trick pony content creator and I only play Fortnite to try to attract the attention of small children and take their money on stream, I have nothing to do today. This is the second day that we're just going to be staring at a blue circle on the screen because Fortnite's gone and I have nothing to do now with my life because all I ever do is play Fortnite with my amazing business strategy of just only playing one game constantly and appealing to one customer base. So because of that, we're just going to be staring at, black screen, blue circle for the majority of my stream. I hope that you guys have stuff to talk about because, I can't scream at a camera and act like a Muppet today because I can't play Fortnite. Okay? Sorry about that. Yeah. So what are we doing today? Well, today we're going to do some good variety stuff, and today we're going to be wrapping up, hopefully, a fun playthrough that I've been working on in Mega Man The Wily Wars. Alright, this is the Sega-exclusive Mega Man game, the only one to ever be released on the Sega Genesis / Mega Drive. And in fact, I was talking with my stream chatters earlier this morning about this on pre-stream, and they said, yeah, this game apparently was only available if you were part of this exclusive group called Club Sega or Sega Channel, where you would hook up your Genesis or whatever to the internet, and they would send you games that were like Club Sega / Sega Channel exclusive games. And this was one of them. So this was it was a game that was very rare to get. This Wily Wars game. Not a lot of people played it because it wasn't a game for public consumption. It wasn't that everyone could just buy it. It was actually that you had to be part of this special grouping or whatever. Now, of course, I was not part of that grouping in the 90s, so I never played it. So it's been pretty fun to play through this collection. So far, last stream, we beat Mega Man 1 and headed into Mega Man 2. And I'll say the Robot Masters of Mega Man 2 weren't so tough, but holy shit. The Wily stages of Mega Man 2 were quite challenging and daunting. And it's funny because I remember as I was playing them, I was like, yeah, that's right. I remember now from back in the day how tough those stages were and how much of a pain in the ass it was to beat those stages, but I got it done. It took a while, but we got it done. Mega Man 2 is in the bag, okay? So what are we doing today? We're doing Mega Man 3, which is the third and final game in this collection, okay? We'll be going through beating the Robot Masters, taking on the Wily stages, etc. And then once that's done, it's supposed to unlock the exclusive Mega Man Wily Wars collection content, which I don't know what the hell it is. I don't know if it's new bosses, new stages, if it's a boss rush mode, if it's extra, weapons. I have no idea. I don't know what to expect. We're going to find out today firsthand what is the extra content that unlocks after you beat Mega Man 3, okay? So that should be pretty fun. Since it's something I've never done in Mega Man before, and it'll be something unique to the stream. Also, today, in Mega Man 3, for those who aren't aware, this was the debut of Proto Man. Proto Man did not exist until he debuted in Mega Man 3. Today I'm wearing my Proto Man t-shirt on stream in honor of the debut of Proto Man. He is the baddest of the pimpest of bad with his ascot and his fucking shield. So it should be pretty fun. I'm excited for this. I hope you guys are excited too. For Mega Man The Wily Wars. Now, my goal is to beat it today. Will we? I don't know. Because I don't know what's coming. I would assume it's going to take me between 2 to 3 hours to beat Mega Man 3. Because the robot bosses, robot masters, I'll probably beat no lie within like an hour. The Wily stages can be hit or miss. Wily stages are very, very challenging. So it could be another hour. It could be more. I don't know. Okay. We'll see. And then once that's done, then we have the new content. And I don't know what the new content is. So depending on what it is and how long it takes, we'll see if we can defeat the game and complete it today or not. But that's my focus, and that's what I'm trying to do. All right. Alrighty. Now also, tonight, my second stream, my late stream. Ah, my face is itching. Face is itching. I don't know what's going on. Tonight, my late stream will be more Dragon Quest Builders 2. And the good news about this is, finally, after an incredibly long time in this world that I've been in Dragon Quest Builders 2, we're going to be taking on the boss of the area. We're going to be defeating the boss and heading on to the next portion of the game. It's taken a tremendously long amount of time to get here because, remember, this was a game I was playing through July and August, and then I took a lot of time off from playing it in September to play new releases. And then when I finally came back to it, we were kind of stuck in this plot line. And not to say that it's a bad plot line, but being in the same area of a game for like over a month is very disheartening and annoying. So tonight, finally, we get out of this damn part of the game and we get to a new part of the game. I'm actually very excited for this. I've been waiting to get out of this part of the game for a while, and I want to see what's next in the game. Also, I believe I'm getting closer to the end of the game. I know I'm way more than halfway through it. I think there may only be like maybe one other major island or story segment in the game before we get to the conclusion of Dragon Quest Builders 2. That's a good thing, because I know a lot of people want me to move on and start doing other things on late night chill streams. For example, there's been a lot of desire for Morrowind and or another RPG style game. People are like, when are you going to play the next RPG? And I'm like, well, I'm in the middle of one now. I got to beat this one before I go on to another one. I can be playing 2 RPGs at once. That'd be pretty crazy. So, hoping to get, further into the game. Hoping to maybe within the next couple of weeks beat Dragon Quest Builders 2. That would be a good thing, okay? Now, tomorrow I'm off, guys. Tomorrow is my day off from streaming. I've got a tremendous amount of busy stuff I need to do tomorrow. I'm going to be running from appointment to appointment, hustle and bustle all day long. During that time, I hope you will take the opportunity to head over to DSPGaming on YouTube. All right. And I hope that you will check out all the stuff that I've been doing over the last week. This week was a very unique week for me because I really didn't focus on much new content. Instead, I focused in on finishing up stuff. Like I finished up the Ghostbusters Remastered playthrough. We did a lot of chill content. Like we did a full PUBG stream. Focused in on Mega Man The Wily Wars. We did more Genesis Mini. We actually checked out SNES games on the Nintendo Switch. It was a really unique week. It was fun, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely not in line with what I usually do, where there's usually a lot of new release content and stuff. We didn't really do anything like that this week. So, it was a very different week, okay? Hopefully you will get caught up tomorrow, and, you'll have a good day away from the streams. But I'll be back on Wednesday. Now, this week, again, is going to be a very unique week. It's going to be a balance between retro and new content. So allow me to explain. Wednesday, when I return from being, away from streams, I am going to be doing a Sonic Marathon, okay, on the Sega Mini. The Genesis Mini. What that means is that I'm going to focus in on trying to complete the Sonic the Hedgehog games that are present on the Genesis Mini, because I really like them, and you guys have liked those playthroughs to the point where multiple times you've requested that I continue them. And I said, you know what, that warrants enough for me to actually focus in and try to beat them. So that's what I'm going to be doing on Wednesday. First thing I'm going to be doing is trying to finish up Sonic 1, which I'm pretty far in. We're near the end of the game. I think maybe another hour or so, and we've beaten Sonic the Hedgehog 1, okay? Then, once that's done, I'm going to move over to Sonic 2, which we are only a few stages into, and some of the best stages are coming up, and I'm excited to play them. I really like Sonic 2. It was my favorite Sonic game of all time, actually. Probably with Sonic CD a close second. Sonic CD is an outstanding game as well. So, yes, it's going to be all Sonic content this coming Wednesday, when I come back from my break. Now, if we somehow, by some miracle, finish up both Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 on that stream, I would also consider switching over to either more Sonic Spinball or Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, which are other Sonic-themed video games that are on the Genesis Mini, So, that's what we're doing on Wednesday, all right? Wednesday night, we're going to be doing, oh man, I'm trying to remember what am I doing Wednesday night. I put this into the schedule, and now I'm having a brain fart. I know we're not doing Minecraft, I know we're not doing PUBG, and I know we're not doing Street Fighter. What the hell are we doing Wednesday night? Why am I having a brain fart? Alright, hold on a second. Since I'm having a brain fart, I'm going to go look at my schedule. Give me a second here to load it. I made the schedule last night, and for some reason Oh, that's right. That's right. Entitled Goose Game. Right, you're right. Because I can't stream Wednesday night. That's why I couldn't remember. Alright, so I cannot do a late stream Wednesday. I apologize for that. I cannot do a full day of streaming. I can only do the one main gameplay stream, which will be the Sonic Marathon on Wednesday. Okay? So only one stream on Wednesday. Then on Thursday, I'll return to full-time streaming. On Thursday, we're going to do another session of the Super Nintendo. Okay? Since you guys seem to really like the Super Nintendo stuff I did yesterday, we're going to return to that on Thursday, and we're going to be checking out a lot of the games that I didn't get a chance to check out. Namely, I know you guys wanted to see Mario Kart, and I didn't get to try that. I didn't get to try Breath of Fire. So there's a few games there that I know you guys want to see that I didn't try yet. So we're going to be focusing in on those games on Thursday. Okay? Then on Thursday night, it's going to be my throwback Street Fighter stream for the week, where I play old school Street Fighter, including Street Fighter 2 Hyper Fighting and Super Turbo, as well as Street Fighter 3 Third Strike and Street Fighter Alpha 3. All those games will be played during that session Thursday night. Maybe we'll have a special guest appearance by Rugal Diaperhead. We'll see. Maybe Rugal Diaperhead will return. We get to see his baby duties dripping down on his face as he tries to play games again. And then on Friday, we finally have a new release. Yes. On Friday, we finally have a new release. Can you believe it? That's correct. So on Friday, it's time for Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville. For those who don't know, this is the next game in a line of Plants vs. Zombies console games. The last two were called Garden Warfare 1 and 2. And I loved them both. Like, both of those games, in my opinion, were quite good games. I think one came out in, like, 2014 or 2015, and one came out in 2016. So it's been a while since we had a Plants vs. Zombies game. Both the games were exceptionally good, in my opinion. You get to play as a variety of characters from both the Plants and Zombie side. Each side has its own story-based campaign, plus has tons of multiplayer modes. Okay? So I'm excited for this because it's something new, something refreshing and different, and this is a franchise that I've played the last 2 games, and I actually really enjoy it. It's admittedly a lot more relaxing, although there is multiplayer components to it. It's not a super serious game. So it's kind of fun to play and relax and enjoy. I think it's going to be good on multiple levels. And by the way, when I used to play this, it wasn't interactive streaming. So now that I'm doing interactive streaming, I think it's going to make it even better, okay? So I hope you'll join me on Friday for the premiere of Plants vs. Zombies. Then Friday night, I'll be doing more Dragon Quest Builders 2. We're going to be heading into the new area and see what the hell this new area is. And hopefully we're heading into the end game, I hope. I hope we're getting near the end of the game. I guess we'll see. Saturday will be more Plants vs. Zombies, Battle for Neighborville. And we're going to pair that with more Sega Mini stuff. All right, so if you guys have been liking the Sega Mini coverage, there'll be more of that coming up Saturday night. And then on... Excuse me, no. I screwed that up. Saturday night's actually going to be my very first ever late-night PUBG stream, where we're going to test that out and see how that goes. I forgot about that I changed the schedule, because originally it was going to be Sega Mini, but since we did PUBG this week, and people seemed interested, we're going to try a late-night PUBG stream this Saturday, okay? And see how it goes. Hopefully it goes well. It's the return of PUBG on Saturday night. Battle Royale returns to the rotation, and we'll see if you guys like it or not, all right? If you guys don't like it, then we don't have to keep doing it, but I'm curious to see how this goes on Saturday night, okay? Then on Sunday, it's up in the air. If I'm liking Plants vs. Zombies and I want to do more, then I'll do more, okay? If we're tired of Plants vs. Zombies, then maybe I'll take a day away from it. Like I said, to maybe do more Super NES, or maybe I'll do a day where I focus in and try to actually get pretty decently far in a game from the Super NES or the Genesis Mini. We'll see. We'll see how things go this week and everything with that. Sunday night will be my weekly Minecraft chill stream, okay? And then Monday we'll just leave open for now, depending on how things go this week. With Tuesday of next week being my day off. Now, I know some people would say, but Phil, Tuesday next week is the premiere of WWE 2K20. Well, I mean, you're not wrong. But at the same time, it's not a situation where I feel that that's like a super hyped narrative-based game where we absolutely need to experience it on launch day. And that's the best day for me to take a day off with my wife. So that's going to be the day off of next week is going to be Tuesday of next week, okay? And then after that, we've got WWE 2K20. Later that week, we've got Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Then we've got Outer Worlds on the same day. The Medieval Remaster. The week after that, we got Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz Remaster, plus the Halloween Horror Marathon coming up with Luigi's Mansion 3, Blasphemous, Bloodstain, Visage, and Stalker. So we've got a lot of shit going on, okay? A lot of shit. So, I'm excited. We're about to, basically one more week, and then we're heading into the crazy-ass new game release marathon, where every week there's going to be multiple new game releases for us to be playing, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It always is. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that as much as I am, okay? Now, one final thing. The Halloween Marathon is fast approaching, everybody, okay? So, it's essentially now your last chance to vote for the kind of costume that you want to see me wear, because tomorrow, Kat and I are going to go out and look for Halloween costumes to kind of get a final good idea of what I can wear. And right now, with the voting, the categories are as follows. Classic Halloween movie monster, like Hollywood movie monsters like Dracula or the Wolfman, etc. Comic book character, video game character, pop culture icon, or wild card, where I will choose what I get to dress as, and I'll try to do something that's kind of either funny or wacky or something like that, okay? So, depending on what you vote will determine the kind of costume I wear. This is your last chance. This week is it, because then I'm going to go and buy the costume probably next week. So, please, vote. Head over to thekingofhate.com. Oh, Geodude says link the forum post. Sure, it's so easy. Type !costume into the stream chat. Here we go. There it is. There's the link. That's where you can vote right now on the costume. I apologize, I haven't talked about this in a while. It's just !costume. Brings up the link for you to vote, all right? So please vote. on the category you want to see a costume. And then, like I said, I'll try to get some ideas tomorrow. And then the week after, I'll be buying my Halloween costume and locking it in. Okay? Sound good? All right, good. Thank you for that, guys. Just wanted to throw that out there because I kept forgetting to mention that. Okay, so that is it, guys, for the first segment of the pre-stream. I hope that the schedule sounds good to you. And I hope that you guys are excited for the upcoming fun with all my streams. A good mix of retro and chill stuff. And then a new release this week with Plants vs. Zombies. And good stuff on the horizon. Tons of high-profile new releases on the horizon coming up that I think you guys will enjoy. All right? So now let's get to the second segment, everybody. The gratuitous plug segment. It's everyone's favorite. Everyone absolutely thinks this is the best segment of every stream that I do, of course. Of course, I say that facetiously because it's bullshit. Everyone hates plugs. Everyone hates advertisements. But, you know, I got to do them. It's a necessary evil, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for 11 awesome years of being a content creator. I really do appreciate it. I love every day sharing my live gameplay experiences with all of you and being able to express how I feel about various games that I'm playing. I also like just hanging out with you and having fun conversations. Ever since I became a full-time live streamer 2.5 years ago, I feel it's the best decision I ever made because the years that I did YouTube before that were mostly offline content where I really didn't interact with anyone. It was just me playing a game in an isolated state, and I actually feel that doing what I do now not only is way more fun, but is more meaningful as well. So thank you for that, but please understand that now because I'm a full-time streamer, I rely almost primarily on your, well, almost solely is what I should say. It is primarily, but almost solely on your contributions during streams. All right? So it's you guys and your crowdfunding that lets me keep doing what I love for a living. And I know I can't do it forever, but I really enjoy doing it now, and I like to keep doing it. All right? In particular, right now, financially, things have been pretty terrible the past couple of months, and I still have not gotten paid by Twitch. I'm still waiting. Being very honest with all of you, I hope Twitch pays me today, because if Twitch pays me today, that will allow me to pay a bunch of bills that are waiting and clear up a bunch of things, so now I don't have to worry about, oh God, what's not paid or whatever. I'm really hoping it comes through today, because sometimes it comes through early, but sometimes it doesn't. Usually they pay me by the 15th of every month, and then if it doesn't, then it usually clears by like the 16th. But if it comes through today, at least I can get some payments and process and stuff, okay? But all that being said, it's been you guys and your support that's been helping me out of the situation. You guys have tipped me very generously recently, and I really do appreciate that. So thank you to anyone who did. Today, the best way to contribute would also be by tipping me, even though there's other ways to contribute, like cheering with bits or subscribing to the channel. Tipping me is going to help me more than anything, because not only is this, again, helping out with bills and the like, but now, in the next few weeks, you guys know how many crazy amount of new releases are coming out. All right, I just mentioned a few of them. Plants vs. Zombies, WWE, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Outer Worlds, Luigi's Mansion 3, and 2 other games. I think it's Blasphemous and Visage. All those games I need to absolutely 100% I'm buying to play playthroughs of in the next couple of weeks. Now, other games, like the Medieval Remaster and Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz, I would also like to play, but I can't guarantee those right now. Because number one, because of time constraints. I don't know if I'll have enough time. And number two, I don't know if I can afford them. Okay? So, depending on how things go, we'll see if I can play those games as well. So right now, if you tip me, those tips, number one, are helping to pay bills, and number two, are going to help to defray the cost of all these games that I need to buy in the next couple of weeks. So please tip me today if you can. If not, I still appreciate cheering and subbing. If you do any of those things during today's live stream, I will give you a live shout out for your contributions. All right. In addition, as you see, we have a Stream Stats leaderboard that sits at the top of the screen that I will update with top cheerer and top tipper. So that's an extra way to get some recognition on today's stream as well. Okay. By the way, the cheering leaderboard that exists on Twitch has reset because today's Monday, and that leaderboard always resets on Sunday night. So if you were interested in trying to get some extra recognition for cheering, now would be the time, because that leaderboard is completely reset. Okay. I think right now we only have 2 people up there, so very easy to get into the top 10 cheerers of the week. Okay. So, excuse me. So, thank you very much for even considering contributing, and I appreciate that you would even give it a consideration. Okay, so, oh my god, stupid frog in my throat. So thank you guys for everything. A couple ground rules about my streams. All right, first of all, I have to abide by all of Twitch's terms of service. Okay, it's just something I have to do. I'm at twitch.tv streaming. I have to abide by all their rules. Number two, I have my own kind of rules and things that I like to do on my streams. And what I mean by that is I like to have a chill stream with no negativity, no drama, no nonsense. When you come to my streams, the whole goal here is for you to avoid the drama and the nonsense you have in your real life and come escape from that and have fun with me, hear my honest reactions to games, interact with me some in the stream chat, interact with other stream chatters, etc., and have a lot of fun, right? So, that being said, please consider abiding by these rules so that we can have a fun and chill stream and not having issues. The first would be, please do not bring up controversial topics that people always get argumentative about. Politics and religion are two of the most noteworthy topics. If people bring them up, they all get angry at each other. That's why you'll notice I almost never mention those things on my streams at all. Okay? I know that that's what happens. So, unless there's a game that has a political or religious plot line in it and then it's pertinent, please don't bring up those topics. We try to avoid them as much as we possibly can. Okay? Now, in addition, please do not bring up drama and negativity in regards to the sad group of people who try to bring me down every single day, whether it's illegally streaming my content, harassing my fans and contributors, making disgusting 3-hour-long defamatory videos on YouTube that are untrue, whatever it may be. We don't want to talk about that shit. The truth of the matter is, I know these people exist. There's nothing I can do to stop them, okay? And I'm here after 11 years, and I'm not going anywhere. I'm never, you know what I mean? Like, as they say, the new meme on the internet is that I am uncancelable. That unless I actively do something to get myself banned because, I want to, or I'm an idiot, nothing that people do to harm me will cancel me from the internet. I will be able to be a content creator for as long as I so wish. And that is, in my opinion, a very true fact, because with all the things that have happened to me over the years, I would have been gone a long time ago if this was the case, all right? So the bottom line is, it doesn't matter what these people say or do. It doesn't matter how much they harass all of us, okay? We're still here. We're still striving. We're not giving up. So please understand that and know that there's no reason to bring up the negativity on the streams at all. It is against the stream rules to do so. Please do not bring up any of that negative crap. We are here to have a fun and entertaining stream. And the bottom line is, if you bring up that negative crap, not only are you giving these messed up people the exact kind of attention they want, but you're derailing the stream because now people will all start talking about it, and then no one's going to be concentrating on the fun aspect and positive aspect of the game that we're playing. So none of that, okay? Thank you very much for understanding these rules, and thank you very much for abiding by them, okay? All right, so last thing, if you guys really want to help out the most and you want to tip me, as I previously mentioned, here's some information on how to do so. All right, please look below the stream. There's a tips jar button below the stream that you can click on to go to my PayPal tips page, or you can type !tip into the stream chat, and that will bring up the link to go to my PayPal tips page. A couple things about tipping on PayPal. The first is you can either leave your name in a message, or you can be completely anonymous by just saying anonymous, or you can make up a name. That way you can protect your identity, because some people are worried that these assholes on the internet will harass them for contributing to a streamer. You're absolutely right, and you can hide that by not giving out your info, okay? The other thing is, you don't need to have a PayPal account to tip me. That's a misconception. You can use a debit or credit card. However, what I've noticed after some experimentation myself over the past couple of weeks is that sometimes the ability to tip with a debit or credit card doesn't always show up depending on what version of the website you're using, okay? What I've noticed, if you go on a mobile version, sometimes the options to use those things don't show up. And so people have this misconception that they have to create a PayPal account. You don't, but if it doesn't show up, You either have to keep reloading or you have to go to like a desktop version of the site so that the icons for Visa and MasterCard and debit, all those things will show up. So, thank you for even considering contributing. And please, if you're going to, if you can contribute, please tip if you can. All right? But I don't look a gift horse in the mouth. And cheering and subbing and everything else is also greatly appreciated. One final thing before we get to shout-outs. I just want to say, even though we just talked at length about plugs, which is, again, everyone's worst and most hated part of the stream, I understand. Please understand something. Contributions are not mandatory. They are completely optional. And you can come hang out with me on a stream, have fun, watch me play games, interact with me. And absolutely no contribution is necessary whatsoever. It is optional. And if you'd like to go above and beyond to help out, thank you very much. You are the direct reason why I'm able to keep doing this. But that being said, you don't have to. I understand some people cannot. That's fine. And, doesn't matter to me either way. If you're just a common viewer who comes to hang out and have fun, or if you choose to contribute, it helps out. And thank you for that very much. Okay? All right. So now, we move on to the final segment of the pre-stream. Okay? It is time now to talk about shout-outs. That's right. For those of you who have contributed on the stream, I want to give some credit where credit is due. Oh my God, excuse me. By the way, I see once again we have a lot of trolls on the stream who are just here to shit on me and, be stupid. They're actually still complaining about pre-stream, despite the fact that the pre-stream has existed ever since the first day I ever streamed, and it is always a part of the stream. And a lot of people say they tune in just for the pre-stream. So, goodbye, so long, toodles, sayonara, no one will miss you, trust me. Okay, so, thank you to the following people who have contributed on the stream. I appreciate this very much, and thank you very much for all of your support, and I appreciate this. First of all, we start off today with Vincent9999, who did a 50-bit cheer, and he said, I hope that you and Kat are having a magical day, and by the way, I love your shirt. He had seen my post. I posted up both on Instagram and on Twitter, my shirt, which is Proto Man. Okay, Proto Man, of course, a character that debuted right here in Mega Man 3, which we're going to be playing today on stream. So I felt it was pretty pertinent to be wearing the Proto Man shirt today. Okay, so pretty nice, and thank you for that compliment and for the contribution. OG Rascal did a 100-bit cheer. That actually is the biggest cheer of the day, so we're going to get OG Rascal to start up here on the leaderboard. $100, thank you very much. Rob tipped me $5. Thank you very much, Rob. You're the top tipper of the day so far. And he says, check the Fortnite stream for barely a second. People really do want to stare at a blue anus for hours. Yeah, because they've got nothing else to do. Like, this is what people don't seem to realize, how ridiculous the Fortnite thing has become. Now, again, I'm not saying that if you like to play Fortnite, there's something wrong with that. Everyone has different tastes. Everyone has different likes. Everyone is allowed to enjoy whatever they want to enjoy. All right? I just want to say that up front. But you have to understand that in life there is variety, okay? And there's many things that are entertaining and fun besides just one thing. Sadly, some people have become so obsessed with Fortnite that this is literally all they do. They play Fortnite, they watch Fortnite streamers, they do Fortnite stuff. They have all the Fortnite collectibles, including all the action figures, the Legos, the collector cards, the t-shirts, the toys, all the tie-ins. They own all this shit. And all they do is play Fortnite, stream Fortnite, and watch other people play and stream Fortnite. And so now that Fortnite is down for this promotional event, it's basically what it is a PR stunt. Probably, more than likely, I was actually talking to Kat about this morning. And I said, the truth of the matter here is that Epic Games isn't stupid. They realize they have a giant viral following. Even people in gaming media follow them because they think Fortnite's big news, when in reality it's not. It's just another battle royale game that a bunch of kids fucking play. But they realize that if they pull a stunt, that everyone covers it. So we have to do maintenance because we're going to launch our new season or our new plot line or whatever it's going to be. Maybe they're going to completely revamp the map and start over from scratch, do something new with Fortnite, right? How better to launch this, right, than to pull a big stunt? So this is what they're doing. Oh, we have to do maintenance? Instead of just saying, okay, we're boringly taking the servers down for maintenance, let's pull a stunt. Let's actually show the map be destroyed, right? And then when we bring it back in a week or so, or even a few days or so, whatever they do, it could be part of the big stunt, right? I can't fault people for that. I can't at all. I can't fault Epic for that is what I meant we should say. That's actually smart in my opinion. When you know you have this crazy viral following of people who all they do is play your fucking game for some reason, and you know you have to have the game down for a certain amount of time, make it into an event so it feels like an organic experience and something unique and interesting, rather than, boringly our game is down for maintenance, which is what every other game does, right? So I actually applaud Epic for this, but what I don't applaud are the idiots who literally just sit around having nothing to do now. Like, literally all you do is play Fortnite, so your life is you have nothing to do. I mean, talk about a stupid, short-sighted, short-term kind of a plan for being a content creator or a streamer if all you fucking do is play Fortnite. You know what I mean? Like, well, the game went down, so now we're just going to sit here and we're going to stare at a black hole for 2 days, 3 days, however long it takes, until the game finally comes back. Huh? What? How about you go get a life? How about you go do something productive with your life? Or, you know what? Check out other video games, of which there's a ridiculous amount, and you'll probably enjoy if you actually gave them a shot instead of just playing the same fucking game all day, every day. This is what I don't understand. Like I told you guys, I could never, even if I absolutely loved Fortnite, or I loved a Street Fighter game, or I loved a game so much, alright, so much, that all I wanted to do was play that game, I still would get bored of it if it's all I did. In fact, back then, when I used to play Street Fighter competitively, I would get burnout. And what I would actually do is I would go to maybe go to a few tournaments, play the game, and then I would finally get bored with it, and I would take some time away from it to not actually play, to not actually play Street Fighter. I would go do something else with my life for a week or two, or a month, and then I would eventually go back to it. And that's why I love being the kind of content creator that I am, that I'm a variety guy. Today we're playing Mega Man. Tonight we're playing Dragon Quest Builders. When I come back, we're playing Sonic, right? And then we're going to be doing some PUBG, and then we're going to be playing Plants vs. Zombies. Like, just think of all the stuff I'm doing this week. How different every single stream is, right? I love that, because it means that different people who like different things can come by at different times and enjoy different kinds of content rather than only focusing in on one. And God forbid, if my Genesis Mini broke today and I couldn't play it, we could have other stuff to do. I'm not stuck only playing the Genesis Mini because I'm very short-sighted and only jumping on a hype bandwagon of a game, and I can actually put out other content that's entertaining. You see what I mean? So, that's the deal. With this, I think it's absolutely ridiculous that there are people that have nothing going on in their lives, that they're sitting there and staring at a blue circle endlessly. That's just, it blows me away that this is what we've come to as a human race. People have nothing better to do than stare at a fucking blue circle. They can't play other games. I mean, if you're a streamer and you can't play another fucking game because all you do is Fortnite, you're doing something wrong. Horribly wrong. All right? Seriously. Anyway, thank you very much, Rob, for the $5 tip. Continuing on, Prof Kyle 23 has subscribed to the channel. Thank you, Prof Kyle, for the sub. I appreciate that. Fat Mr. Bo took me $1.01. And he says, if I remember correctly, the bonus content is like a Wily themed castle. It has 4 new robot masters, and you pick robot powers from Mega Man 1, 2, and 3 that you choose to take with you to fight them. Wow, that sounds pretty interesting, actually. Not only new robots, but you get to use customized abilities, right, from the first 3 games on the robot masters. That sounds pretty neat. It might be pretty tough, though. What if you pick the wrong abilities, right? What if you select the wrong abilities and now you don't have the weaknesses of the bosses? Huh. Well, I guess we'll see how it goes. That could be pretty entertaining for today's stream. We shall find out. Okay. Thank you for the tip. Crazy Spaghetti 2147 has resub for 15 months. Thank you, Crazy Spaghetti, for the 15-month subscription. I appreciate that. 15-month support. Ferocious Squirrel to me $2.50 says, I did not mean to sound offensive the other day. I felt you were prejudging Code V and Astral Chain due to materialistic reasons. They were games that you were against playing, but then you played them. You ended up loving them. No, you're right. There were games that I was against playing, and when I played them, I ended up loving them. I'm not going to deny that. You're absolutely correct. That's happened. But given the lineup of games that are available for me to play, given, you know, many factors, I'm just not interested in those games. I'm sorry. You know, the difference here is, look at a game like A Plague Tale. This was a game that I saw the information about, and the trailer itself intrigued me when it came out, and I was like, wow, I wonder what this game will be. It looks pretty good to me. It looks like a game that I may be interested in. But then I held off on playing it because it was an indie game at the time. I didn't have faith that it was going to be very good. Then when people played it and said, wow, this game's really good, I played it. I was like, oh my God, this is like a Game of the Year contender for me. It's so good. Okay? Not the case with these games. These games, like, I'm looking at them initially, I'm like, I'm not even very interested in this. Like, you know, Code Vein is a Soulsborne clone, only it's with anime characters, you know? It's not anything super unique or interesting. I played the beta. I thought it was okay. Some people liked it more than others. Some people absolutely hated it. So for me, it's like, you know, why am I going to go crazy with this? And you know, plan to play it and spend money on it and make a ton of time on my schedule to play a game that I'm not sold on. Oh, by the way, if you haven't paid attention, people have already said they don't like it either. It's kind of a lackluster game, and there's no reason to really play it. If you actually look at like the common consensus about it, that's kind of my opinion. You know, it's kind of how I'm approaching it. It's nothing to do with I had a preconceived notion about these games based on how they look, and I'm not interested in it or anything like that. Okay. So, I'm really not interested in it. Thank you, Ferocious Scroll, for the tip. Thank you for clarifying, but I'm really not interested in those games. I don't think I'm going to be playing them, okay? Dretro Jim did a 150-bit cheer. That's the top cheer of the day. He's like, it's like the content creators who just focused on Minecraft or Call of Duty back in the day that either aren't around anymore or they faded out considerably, and it'll happen to Fortnite too. You're absolutely right. It's just bound to happen. You cannot only focus in on one game or one genre of game in the modern day and age and expect that you're going to have any kind of longevity. Maybe you'll have flash in the pan success for a few years, all right? And that's okay. That's good if that's what you're looking for. But eventually things are going to move on. You know, how many people went hardcore into one genre or one kind of game and then they kind of burn out and they don't do it anymore? Or, you know what I mean? The reason I'm here after 11 years and I'm not going anywhere is because that's always... I created a level of content that's so varied that doesn't matter what I'm playing, people are entertained. Versus if you're a jack of all... If you're a master of one trade, right? If you only play Fortnite, what happens when Fortnite isn't going to be as prominent anymore? You know? I mean, Minecraft is the prime example here, where Minecraft was insanely popular. And now it's not nearly as popular as it once was. It does still get views. It does still get popularity, especially when a big guy like a PewDiePie will come out and play it again. All of a sudden, he gets another burst of popularity or whatever. But what's going to happen when, you know, when these games aren't as popular anymore, right? That's not a smart idea. You know, it's like, oh, let me just play this one game for a short amount of time, and now I got to move on with my life and do something else. I like the fact that I'm still here after 11 years. You guys, yes, a lot of people would actually say that a lot of my popularity came from Street Fighter 4. You're right. You're absolutely right. But as you've seen, I've had longevity past that. Okay? Thank God. Because imagine if I was only Street Fighter 4, and then when Street Fighter 5 came out, I was reliant, you know, on Street Fighter 5. That would have been a nightmare for me. Imagine, again, if I had to keep playing Street Fighter, a game that I absolutely hate. Imagine that if I had to play Street Fighter 5 for, you know, a long period of time. Oh, my God. I would have lost my mind and hated every day coming. I'm serious. I would have hated every day coming to stream, every day making YouTube videos, playing that piece of shit game. So, thank God. Okay. All right, continuing on. Oh, by the way, Retro Jim, thank you for the top cheer of the day. I got you up there on the leaderboard for that. Preach has resubscribed for 2 months in a row and says, hey, guys. What's going on, Preach? Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the support. Appreciate that. All right, and it's actually 6 total months of support, 2 months of ongoing support. So thank you for that. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, that is it so far. Thank you. Let's now very briefly do a shout out to the top cheers of the week, and then we're going to jump right into Mega Man 3. How does that sound? Sound good? All right, so let's go ahead and say thank you to the 3 cheerers so far this week. Vincent9999 in 3rd place, OG Rascal in 2nd, and Retro Jim in 1st. I told you that would be fast. Like I said, if you guys cheer today, you're going to go right up there to the top leaderboard because only 3 people have cheered so far. Reset overnight. Okay? All right. That is it, guys. Let's end the pre-stream. Let's swap over to... Oh, wait a minute. Now, wait a minute. Moritz just tipped me $5. Thank you very much, Moritz, for the $5 tip. He says the following. Phil, I love your Mega Man playthroughs. I don't think you get much views to fit with that, but are you interested in the Mega Man Zero series? It's coming to Switch in January of next year. In my opinion, the series is great and very underrated. It's hard, but that's basically every Mega Man game. I've never played Mega Man Zero. The only Mega Man games I've ever played were the original Mega Mans, and then Mega Man X. So I've never played the Mega Man Zero series. If I remember correctly, wasn't this very popular on handheld systems? Wasn't there like a large spin-off plot line of Mega Man games on handhelds? I wasn't aware they're coming to the Switch. That's kind of neat. If they are coming to the Switch, maybe you're right. Maybe next year, as we get into more dead time, typically January is a very dead month. Typically in January, game developers don't like to release new games. It's usually February, March when they go crazy. So maybe January will be a month when we get to do a lot of downtime stuff. And if the Mega Man Zero games get released for the Switch, then maybe I would consider actually checking them out and playing them. Okay? So we'll see. But if they do, that sounds like a good idea. And thank you very much, Moritz, for a $5 tip. What I would say, Moritz, remind me once we get closer to that time frame, because obviously the next couple of months my brain's going to be mush. I'm going to be playing so many new release games that I'm going to have all those on the mind. I'm not going to be thinking about Mega Man or anything. But remind me when that time comes, when things start to slow down, and I will definitely consider it. Okay? All right, thank you for the suggestion and the contribution. 2-Bar King did a 100-bit cheer. Thank you, 2-Bar King, for that 100-bit cheer. I appreciate that. That gets you into the top cheers of the week, of course. And Stable Genius 123 did a 200-bit cheer. Thank you very much to Stable Genius. You're now the top cheerer of the day and the week. Look at that. Let's get you up on the leaderboard here. Stable Genius 123. Yes, 123. Very nice. Also, Christopher Columbus just did a 50-bit cheer and says, hello, my Italian brother. Good luck with the Mega Man run today. Yes, today, for those who are not aware, is Columbus Day in the United States. I wasn't even aware of this until last night. Someone had mentioned they're not working today because they're off for Columbus Day, and I was like, you get Columbus Day off? I don't know if I ever had a job where I got Columbus Day off. But good for you, I guess, right? That's a good thing, I guess, if you get it off. But happy Columbus Day to anyone who celebrates the holiday. Okay? All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's it. We have no more contributions for shout-outs. So, what we're going to do, I'm going to take a very brief break just to use the restroom quickly. And then we're going to get started with Mega Man 3, which, by the way, I love Mega Man 3. I would say of all the classic Mega Mans, 2 and 3 tie in my head as my favorites. And 3 has some really good music and some really good stage design, if I remember correctly. So this should be pretty fun. Mega Man 3 is when the stages got a lot longer. Mega Man 2, they're still pretty short. Mega Man 3, the stages get a lot longer. So this should be pretty fun, okay? So let's take a quick break. I'll be right back, just a couple minutes. And then we're going to start Mega Man 3, okay? I'll be right back.